Okay, so I am going to start by putting out our root words. Done, meaning to complete something. Seen, as in you've seen it with your eyes. Fair, as in to make sure that everything is fair, so each person gets everything they need. Able, meaning can do. You are able to go to sleep. You can go to sleep. And certain, which just means absolutely for sure. Then we have the word fortune, like how something turns out. Spell, how you spell something. Trust, just as in, I trust you to be a good friend to me. Place, as in to place something down. And lead, as in to guide someone. Okay. So we're going to start with the prefix of un. So if I put un in front of the word done, we have the word undone. That means to reverse something. So if I tied my shoe and it came undone, my shoe is no longer tied. It reversed itself from being tied to untied. Ooh, untied, there's a word un. Unseen, like a movie that is unseen. I have not seen this movie yet, so it is unseen. Fair, unfair. As elementary children, we know this word well, don't we? Unfair means it is not fair. Somebody's not getting, what they need. Unable means you cannot do. Unable is like saying, I cannot do this lesson because I have not gotten it yet. I am unable to do this lesson because I have not gotten it yet. And uncertain is being not sure of something. I am uncertain of what I shall eat for lunch today. So those are our un words. Now let's look at the miss. So if I said misfortune, misfortune means something not good. I had the misfortune of dropping my lunch on the floor. Thank goodness that is not true, because that is always sad when that happens. But misfortune just means when something wrong happens. Misspell is when you accidentally spell a word wrong. Okay, so mistrust. That means that you wrongly trust somebody. So it's like she had no reason to mistrust him, to wrongly trust him. Kind of like Captain Jaggery. She did have a reason to mistrust him, didn't she? She trusted him, and that trust was put in the wrong place. Misplace means to lose something or to have it be in the wrong place. So I always put my keys on a hook by the door when I come in, because if I don't, I can't find them anywhere. And so if I put them in the wrong place, I have misplaced them. And then I'm running around like a crazy person trying to find my keys so I won't be late. And then the last one is mislead. Mislead, it would be like if a new student came into the classroom and I said, hey man, it's totally cool for you to run around this classroom like a crazy person. You won't get in trouble at all. And then they did, and they accidentally ran into somebody, and I misled them. I was misleading them by saying, hey man, you can totally do this. That means leading somebody in the wrong way. The right way to lead somebody, a new student, be like, hey, just so you know, we don't run in the classroom so that we don't hurt anybody by accident or ruin anybody's work. But I would mislead them by telling them to do the opposite of that. So here we have the prefix, un, and the prefix miss. When we look at our prefix cards, if we look at our prefix of un here, it means the absence of, okay? So the absence of seeing, the absence of fairness, the absence of the ability to do something, the absence of certainty, the absence of completion, okay? Just like I said untie in the beginning of the lesson, that is the absence of the shoe being tied. Then we have the prefix miss, which means wrongly. Okay, so I wrongly spelled a word. I wrongly put my trust in somebody. I wrongly put something in the wrong place. Or I wrongly led somebody. So another miss word is misspoke. So if I were to say I misspoke, that means that I said the wrong thing. So these are our two prefixes for the day, un and miss. And what I want you to do is see if you can come up with some other ones. So, for example, some other ones are to misbehave or misconduct. If you're not sure what those are, I encourage you to look those ones up. Or the word for unhappy or uncomfortable. Those are two good ones as well. So that is our lesson for today. Again, if you decided to make a word collection book, you can go ahead and keep these different words in your word collection book. A lot of times learning prefixes are going to help us understand what a word means. So we all knew what the word fair means. And if we know that un means wrong, wrong, fair, that means that we know that that fairness is not right, that fairness is wrong. Okay? All right, guys, thanks. I hope you have a great afternoon.